What's up, my Pungios? Andy with Andy Vlogs. Excited to share with you guys this content here. As the title suggests, we're going to be going over a shotgun slash lavalier mic for your phone, for your mirrorless camera, for your SLR. This is really exciting because SmallRig is jumping into the mobile photography, run and gun type of mirrorless cinematography here that I think is going to be an awesome bet for you guys. And with that said, this is the Forevala S20 mini shotgun mic for iPhone or for your mirrorless camera that I think is going to definitely make waves in the industry. So what's different about this piece though is that not only does it come with the mini on-camera shotgun mic, it also comes with a lavalier. So you've got omnidirectional. You've got obviously those who are behind the camera for vlogging, or if you wanted to do interview style, you can still have that option. It's really long cord and it connects directly into the microphone. If you want to pull it off and do kind of a run and gun kind of a thing, you've got that option as well. It's got a rabbit's foot, which is really cool to be able to block out most wind and still give you that really high quality cardioid sound. Now, the market has been owned for so long by Rode. They've put out, like 4 or 5 years ago, this Rode VideoMico, and it's been something that has been sitting on my main camera basically as scratch audio for all my studio content that I do here. I'm glad to be able to test out and review a competitor here to share with you guys my thoughts about this. I use this for, podcasts, vlogging. I use it on my phone because you have both the TRS and the TRRS connections for phones and for cameras. With that said, I do want to let you guys know that SmallRig did reach out to me and they did provide this product to me complimentary. However, they didn't sponsor this video, nor are they requiring me to provide any kind of certain review. This is all my bias, but as you know, since the product was given to me, there is some bias there. With that said, down below in the links in the description will be product links for all the products that we're going to be going over, even the Rode product, even some of the other accessories that I use on my phone and on my mirrorless cameras. Now in the box, it comes with the Forevala S20 on-camera microphone. In addition to that, it comes with the lavalier microphone. In the box, it comes with a fabric storage pouch, a foam windscreen on mic, phone windscreen for the lavalier. It comes with a furry windscreen, which is nice, shock mount. Then it comes with 2 of the 3.5mm cables. One is the TRS for phones, and one is the TRS. Now, if you're going to be shooting with an iPhone, they do not have a 3.0mm jack, so you're going to have to get that off camera. I'm going to put a link down below in the description. It does not come in the box. All right, that unboxing was really, really nice. A lot of plastics here, though I would like to have it more eco-friendly. But look at that SmallRig bag. That's fantastic. I need something like this to hold all my cords, and I love this kind of furry, fuzzy kind of fleece feel here. It may be microfiber cloth as well, but this is gonna be great to be able to chuck all my gear in. Oh, I really like that rabbit's foot. It is really compact and small, much smaller than what seems like the Rode Video mic. Here is the other windscreen if you don't want to necessarily have the rabbit's foot. And then here are all your cords. Here's your windscreen for your lavalier. Presumably the lavalier and all the other cords are here. You can see that the style of these cords are a little bit different than the competitor. I really like this, but it still goes for that coiled design, which is nice. It looks like the red is for SLRs and mirrorless cameras, and the black one is for phones. You can tell because of the 3.5mm jack has 3 rings. One's for microphone and left and right input, whereas the other ones are 2. Here's the lavalier. Looks like it already comes with a windscreen, which is nice. It's got a really, really nice Velcro strap or wrap. And then this sucker is long. I love that. While I do like to have a wireless lavalier, if you are interviewing and they are near the camera, it's not a bad idea to have something like this. That's real long. That's probably about 10 feet, I'd say, maybe 15 feet. It looks very, very pretty. It looks like the little shock mount here obviously has the cold shoe mount threading. You can also I like that touch, have it connect to a separate 1/4-inch mount. That's always really nice. You have a switch for mono and stereo, which is a nice touch. And then here is the input for the lavalier, if that's something that you like. It looks like it's an all aluminum build, and there is inside here just a little bit of windscreen in between each one of these holes, but you can see the cardioid microphone kind of just cradled inside of here. This is really, really exciting. I like this. Alrighty, let's do a basic comparison here. As you guys can see, the windscreen is much bigger on the Rode video mic. On the Forevala S20, you can see it's more compact in that regard. Taking these windscreens off and showing you the mic itself, I've always had a hard time with this grip here for the video mic. I don't like it, to be honest. When you look at it, it actually looks exactly the same. They're both the same length. I'm sure that's on purpose because this form factor I think is perfect for mobile and for those that are doing run and gun kind of cinematography on your mirrorless camera. I think SmallRig wins on this one because it has a separate windscreen here, which would honestly be nice because sometimes carrying around this big old monster, it turns a lot of heads, and I hate that. I don't like when people kind of look at me when I'm vlogging with my kids. It's something I've been uncomfortable about. Both of them hold them about the same position here, and they both have the same input on the back. Very, very similar builds here for the cradles. However, SmallRig, it's got the lavalier here that connects on the side, which I think is a really, really nice touch. Alrighty, so now we're going to do the comparison test here. I'm going to go ahead and switch over to the scratch audio of the studio camera. Right now I've got set up the Rode video mic. I do not have a windscreen on it. It's directly connected into the camera, and so now you're hearing what that sounds like. I did not change the levels. I just hit record. I put it at 13, which is 13 dB, which is usually where you want to put it. So hopefully it's not peaking. If it does, then I will let you guys know that I did post-process it a tiny bit. That way it doesn't like screech in your ears. With that said though, this is what it sounds like. I'm about maybe 5 feet away from the camera. This is not optimal for vlogging. Obviously it's going to only be about 2 to 3 feet away, depending, well, even less than that if you're going to be holding it away from you. Or if you're, videoing or interviewing someone, this is going to be an ideal distance length here for you. Let's go ahead and switch over now. Okay, the Forevala S20 is on now. I'm using the same voice as I have before on the other clip. I'm not doing any kind of post-processing unless it is clipping. You guys are listening to the difference here, and I'm really not giving you kind of any analytics. But honestly, if it came down to it, I like the idea of the SmallRig. Even though they did send it to me complimentary, I think it's a really solid product here, and it sounds good. It's good for scratch audio, good for run and gun shooting. When you're trying to get that vlog in the city, in the streets, you're somewhere you need. Having something like that on top of your camera instead of having the in-body audio is something that's so worth it. Alright, so this barely fits far enough here. It's again it's actually like 10 feet away. I thought it was 6 feet away. You're probably seeing the cord show up in the shot, but this is the lavalier connected to it. So you're getting not only the lavalier audio, but you're also getting the audio from the microphone itself. I did test it. Unfortunately, if you have it on the stereo setting, the lavalier doesn't sound. So you have to put it on mono in order for the lavalier to show up. You'll be the one to judge if this lavalier sounds good. I think it's fine. I think it's a cool, novel idea to be able to mic up or at least have audio sources from 2 different areas. It's a fun idea, but just make sure that you have to switch it to mono, and so your audio output will be mono. Other than that, the audio is being picked up by both microphones, so that's why you might be getting kind of a weird, different take on this. But as I stand up and move away from, the video camera and off to the left of the stage, you're still getting a good sound profile, even though I'm not in front of the microphone itself on top of the camera. So I'm pretty pleased with that. I don't know if that means that I'm going to be able to walk around my studio now that I've got this wired lavalier, but it does mean that you've got definitely a few options if that's something that you're interested in. I think it's cool. I like that idea. Alright, Pugnos, so here's my vlogging rig, what it looks like with the Forevala S20 on top, and I've got my vlogging grip as well as the wide angle 18mm lens from Shiftcam. It sounds pretty good. I've got it about 1.5 feet away from my face with the windscreen, and this is what it sounds like. I ended up having to use my adapter to, connect the 3.5mm jack, but I had no problems doing that. And so this is definitely an option here if you're wanting to vlog yourself out and about, running and gunning, that kind of good stuff. Here's what it looks like here from the studio cam. I've obviously got the Forevala S20 connected to the TRRS cable with the connector for the lightning cable, and then I've got this vlogging tripod from Ulanzi that actually grips with a cold shoe mount. Fantastic product. And then I've got the lens to put the cherry on the top to make it all look and sound really, really good. I can shoot 4K 60 in this, which is fantastic, and have a good fun with it. Now I can up the ante with the audio. I'm really excited about that. Alright, Pugnos, well that's about it here. This is what the end result looks like. This is an awesome product. I'm really excited to be able to add it to my arsenal. Always having scratch audio that sounds good is great for studio. Running and gunning, this is going to be my go-to. On a windy day, I'm going to make sure and have that rabbit's foot as well connected. And then even mic myself in a lavalier if that's something I'm interested in doing. It's a really cool setup. I'll make sure and have the links down below in the description for all these products, their pricing and availability. Just know that the mic was provided to me by SmallRig, complimentary, but obviously this is my review. I wasn't compelled to say anything here. Nonetheless, if you guys like this content, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. We'll catch you on the next one.